Hi, I'm Chrissy with Vigilant Global Trade Services. I'm here with Jamie. Today we're going to talk about customs valuation support. What does customs valuation support involve and why is it important, Jamie?
Well, right now, particularly in our industry with all of the tariffs, valuation is really important. The duties are calculated based off the value of the goods. And so there are rules and requirements around what that value is going to be in order to assess that. Customs wants to make sure they're getting all the money they deserve, so the value needs to be correct. And having the value that's too low or too high, both of them can be a violation of customs law. So you want to make sure that what you're, putting on those documents is correct and accurate. So there are many different types of valuation from first sale. There's other things that can impact that pricing, like assists and royalties. So there's a lot involved in the process. So making sure that it's correct and accurate is essential.
Absolutely. Sounds very complex.
It is. It can be.
And where do companies most commonly encounter valuation challenges?
I think one of the biggest issues is going to be misalignment. So the finance and accounting team have their perspectives and they work with the tax department and say, this is what the valuation is supposed to be. And then the compliance group has their interpretation. And sometimes those two don't get together. So there's becomes challenges in putting a good solid valuation structure in place when not everybody's working and collaborating together. And it's also looking at where there might be adjustments, again, royalties or transfer pricing adjustments, profit margin adjustments, all of those things that happen in a business that may not be synced up with the trade compliance group. Therefore, the customs valuation is off.
And what helps ensure valuation is accurate and audit ready?
Establishing a good process and procedure from the beginning is always the good first step. I always do recommend also in the valuation is having a bit of a committee that involves all the appropriate parties. So your accounting, your finance, your tax teams, and your compliance group from a customs compliance perspective, all of them should sit down together and make sure that whatever you're putting on your customs entry is correct and accurate. At Vigilant Trade Services, what we do is try and assist clients with that review process of getting those parties together, reviewing your documentation, making sure that it is correct and accurate and what you're declaring is correct. So we help provide those services, and if more additional deep dives are needed, like a transfer pricing study or a first sale study, we can handle some of those, and if not, we can refer you to appropriate consulting or law firm that can help support that activity.